Hi everyone, it's Crochet Homeware. Today we will be learning how to make a granny square using the Red Heart all-in-one granny square yarn in the color Aran Lily Pad. Now I'm a beginner crocheter who just learned how to make a granny square. Well, I just learned how to make a pretty granny square that looks good every time. So it's going to be really interesting to see if I have all the same issues with tension that many of the other crocheters on YouTube and TikTok seem to have. So let's begin. We have to start with the 4-inch tail, and I actually brought up my ruler here to make sure I'm doing it exactly as the instructions say. The instructions say to use a 5.5 milliliter hook, and that is what I have here. Oh, I'm trying to focus in on it, but it's not focusing. Well, just trust me when I say I'm using a 5.5 milliliter. So let's measure out the yarn. I've got 4 inches here. We start with a slip stitch. I mean a slip knot. See, I'm a beginner. I get my terminology wrong. Let's double check my measurements here. Okay, so my slip knot's a little big. It's at 5 inches. But let's begin and see what happens. Okay, so the instructions say to chain 4. And then to make a slip stitch into the first chain. Which is how I learned to make my granny squares, so nothing new there. And then the instructions say to chain 6 to start, and that is not normally what I do to make a granny square. So let's see what happens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now let me take a look at the instructions. I don't actually know how, this is going to be the first time I've ever read a pattern. And the instructions are so small. I almost need a magnifying glass to see them. Actually, the instructions are almost bigger on video than they are in real life. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I've chained 6, and I have to do 3 double crochets next, and then 3 chains, and then 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 3 double crochets, 3 chains, 2 double crochets, slip stitch to connect. All right, I should be able to do that. Now I'm just going to pull out a bit of yarn here so I'm not constantly fiddling with it. 1, 2, 3 winds around my finger. I like to give myself a strong anchor. Okay, so 3 double crochets into the center. Oh, this is weird with all the chains. That feels really funny. Actually, there's a way to modify this, and I know how, but I'm going to follow the instructions to the best of my abilities. But what you could probably do is chain 3 to start, and then do 2 double crochets, and then add the 3 chains at the end to connect. 6 chains feels really weird. Okay, so I'm gonna move these over slightly, just so that they're beside my chain, or close to. Now I'm a really tight crocheter, so I expect that I'm gonna have issues with this yarn. Or maybe actually, because everybody talks about how you have to size down in hook size. So actually, maybe I'll be successful with it. Okay, so that's 3 double crochets, and it's really hard to see this dark blue, not just on the camera, but also in real life. So I do apologize that you can't really see what I'm doing for these first couple of stitches. I kind of now realize why I haven't seen a single video using this colorway. And that's probably because you can't see the first stitch color all too well on camera. It doesn't make for a really nice video, does it? Okay, that's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and then chain 3 for your corner. Now I normally chain 2, so I hope to goodness sakes that I remember to chain 3 throughout and not accidentally chain 2. Let's do 3 more double crochet. I'm gonna pull out a bit. Oh my goodness, I'm already at the next colorway. I don't think I'll have enough colors. So one double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. Nope, I'm gonna have to restart. I'm missing a whole side. That's interesting. I thought I was a tight crocheter. I actually don't have enough yarn on this. I'm missing 2 double crochets. So let's restart that over. Interesting. All of the videos I've seen, everybody was complaining that they had to crochet really, really loose. So let's measure again, because I lost an inch on my slip knot, if you remember at the start of the video. So let me try that again. Make it actual 4 inches. Easier said than done. No, I'm at 5 inches still. Okay, maybe if I grab it at the 3-inch mark. Oh, because when I wrap it around my finger, I'm adding an inch or so, aren't I? Okay, let's measure this. That is just shy of 4 inches. Let's measure again. If I stretch it, I'm at 4. If I let it kind of just relax naturally, I'm at 3.8 inches. All right, let's try this. I don't want to spend too much time measuring it. Okay, let's try again. Chain 4. Slip stitch to connect. Okay, and I've already made this much tighter. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then double crochet 3 times. So yarn over, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. 2, 3, chain 3, 3 double crochets, and my tail's getting in my way. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, really hard to see this blue. So sorry about that, guys. Let's see if I can try to get through this. So chain 3, 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, still. That's very interesting. A lot of the tutorials I've been watching, or a lot of the reviews that I've been watching, have been saying that they've had more success by only chaining 2 for the corners, which gives you a bit more yarn to work with, or they've been sizing down a hook size to a 5mm. I crocheted that really, really tight, and I still don't have enough blue yarn. And I made sure my tail end was only 4 inches. That's interesting. We're gonna have to start over. We're at 12 minutes so far. Now, I don't think I can do my 4 chains at the beginning any tighter than they are without changing my hook size. So chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 double crochets. So I have to do this really tight, which for me normally is not a problem. I'm a very tight crocheter. But I'm just thinking of all the reviews I've read where people said they had to crochet really, really loosely. So I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm going to be super conscientious about my crochets here. I'm going to be silent for a bit while I do this. Three chains, make them as tight as possible without changing my hook size, of course. 3 double crochets, as tight as I can make them. That's 3. Chain 3, tight as possible. Three double crochets. I have enough for one more. No, I have to chain 3. So still not enough. Isn't that interesting? All right, so I'm going to restart from scratch. All the way from the beginning. I'm going to remeasure my tail end. Maybe you do have to stretch your yarn when you measure it. Okay, I'm at exactly 4. I'm going to make these chains as tight as I possibly can without sizing down my hook. Slip stitch to start. Now I'm going to do something different. I'm going to chain 3 and use it as my first double crochet because it's just too floppy for me. And I know how to do it differently without actually changing the pattern. So I'm going to find my center. That's my first double crochet. I'm going to double crochet 2. As tight as I can. Okay, that's my first cluster. Chain 3 as tight as I can. Double crochet 3 more. As tight as I can. I'm just trying to move these over so that they're in the square position. So chain 3 as tight as I can. 3 double crochet, having a hard time here. That's 3. Chain 3 as tight as I can. I'm not gonna have enough. Let's just finish it to see how it looks. And then chain 3 to connect. I'm gonna have to move down a hook size. So it looks like the reviews were right. Well, that is definitely frustrating. We're at 23 minutes. I could have had a whole granny square almost completed by now, even as a beginner. So let me go grab my 5mm hook. Now this is kind of interesting because every time a pattern calls for a 5.5mm hook, I've been using a 5. But I decided to actually start using the recommended hook sizes because I figured they were right for a reason. 1, 2, 3, 4. But I found that I absolutely love my 5mm hook. Like love, 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 love it. So maybe I should trust my instincts a bit more. Already I can tell that it's going to be much tighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go back to following the pattern. Double crochet into the center, insert hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. 2, I messed up my tension. Okay, I've got my first cluster. I'm just trying to move them over to give myself room. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets. One, 2, 3, 3, 3 more double crochets, I have this much blue left. I think I'll make it. I have 2 more double crochets to do. Oh, that's actually stressful. I just breathed a big sigh of relief. No, I'm not gonna make it. You're kidding. You're kidding me. No way. No way. No way. That's the tightest I've ever crocheted. I'm gonna leave myself a 3-inch tail. Huh. So that is very frustrating. I can't imagine how a seasoned crocheter feels when they can make a granny square every 15 minutes. And I'm 30 minutes in and I have absolutely nothing to show for my work. So guys, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna try again later after I've had some time to think about what just happened. We'll see you in part 2, where maybe I hopefully successfully make a granny square using the Red Heart all-in-one granny square yarn. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Thanks for watching. Bye.